My name is Kalani here with a 2013 GSXR 750. About to change the brake lines today to stainless steel. Alright, what I figured we need for this job would be I have channel locks just to have something to grab if we really need to. Have a Phillips handy just for random stuff, and this will probably be used to take off your master cylinder cover. We're also going to have a flat tip, never know, and also a needle nose for the kind of the same purpose, just to grab. Of course, we're going to need our two stainless lines, and for the sockets we're going to need a 8mm and a 12mm. I'm just using the 1/4 inch ratchet, that's fine, and then a little extension, totally cool. Also, you're going to need some .4 brake fluid, and on this one I'm going to use red solo cups just to grab the fluid that comes out, and some water and some Italian sodas. Alright, let's get this started. First thing off, I am going to take off the brake lines down here and start draining fluid. So with that, we're going to need a 12mm, and I'll actually grab my solo cup. Alright, and now, since we're here, I'm going to take off the cover to the reservoir. And all this is a Phillips. To unscrew it, unscrew the little locking tab, and then just unscrew the top. Off the bracketing here to loosen up the line that actually goes down. Little extension and a 8mm. Alright, now that we got that bracket off, I'm going to take off the line coming from the lever. There's that one. We're going to take off this side, left side of it. Alright, now we're going to size up all the lines. Of course, you see that from right here to here, one's a little bit longer. Of course, the longer one's going to go on the left side of the bike. So what we can do here is run these down. Alright, and then what we're going to do here is the line that, the bolt that we took out of the bottom, or the right side of the caliper, is obviously longer. And what we're going to do is use that one for up here, and then use the one that we used here down there. Mainly because we're connecting two of the lines here. Down there we're only using one on each side. And there's the obvious difference, the longer one, and then there's the two shorties. Alright, now what we're going to do is grab a longer bolt, and then we're going to just start bolting it up. rear washers. There we go. Get that threaded in there. And actually, adding another tool here, 12mm open end. Realize that when the socket's not going to fit between that and the fork. Alright, now let's start on the right side of the caliper. We took the shortest one, remember, the shorter one goes on the right side. So don't forget your washers. Now for the left side. Same thing over here. The short bolt. Remember your washers angled up. Alright, there was a bracket that we took out earlier. And it was kind of on the forks. I'm gonna install it again to use us for like a support. Right, all tight. As you can see, the two lines come down. It's in that bracket now. What I'm gonna do is zip tie that. So what I did down here was I grabbed both of them and I got them pinched together, and I'll zip tie them just like this. So at least they won't flap around or anything, they'll be solid together. Alright, now this is a pretty basic part of it now. We're going to go with the bleeding braids. Now, we have this, and there's this clear hose is the best thing to use. Then we got our reservoir. What we're going to do is fill it up to our lower line here. This is our bleed screw, luckily it's right here. It's super easy. So what we're going to do is pump a few times, open up the bleed screw, and you'll start seeing the bubbles come out. Close it, let it open. Now we're going to do that multiple times until honestly all you see is fluid coming out. So remember, keep your fluid. Hold, open, close. Hold, open, close. See, to me, there's still little bubbles, and it still feels a little soft to me. I'm going to keep running on. Alright, once you get that done, finish bleeding them. Just kind of wipe up the lid if you want. Then usually there's a little cap on it. I just put it back on. Done. And then right here, what you want to do is make sure your fluid is good. Mine looks great, and I can start putting back on the cover. All right. Now that we have this all done, what we're trying to do is make sure your fluid level's up. Mine is. Put your cover back on. That tight, and then there's that piece that we put on earlier. And once we get this on, there's a little piece that we had put on earlier. Pretty much just like a locking piece. That's just Phillips. We are done.